Wagwan. Let me make sure my microphone is properly positioned. Wagwan, this is Lisa Legs, and welcome to the D Slam Love Stream, the daily self love affirmations message. This is a spin off of the morning show, so you know it's all about love. We'll be using season one. A spin off of the morning show, so you know it's all about love. I forgot about my sound check. Everything plug in and I work. We'll be using season one, foundation, and season two, affirmations. If you don't know, season three is on the way in divine timing. Okay? Remember, divine timing can go from snail space to warp speed in less than the blink of an eye. That's why we do our best and we don't be shy. Speaking of not being shy, we have a sensational artist named Mortimer giving us the song of the day today. Where would I be? This artist is not shy about pouring out his heart into his lyrics. And without further ado, for today's Saturn Day self-love message for Holy Communion with Self to empower deeper intimacy, cultivating prosperous togetherness. We have Mortimer with Where Would I Be? Let's grow. Oh my gosh. Where's the audio? Where's the audio? No way. I want it bomb clot. I can't believe this. All right, this is very interesting. Uh, uh, I don't know what's going on with my audio right now. Literally, like, the video is playing. Can't hear nothing. I can't. Today, like, the speakers were wilding, and I had to reset them 6 times and restart the computer, and now here we are. Like, what's interesting is TikTok has the behind the scenes, the exclusive behind the scenes. The sound was just working. Just fine. Hi, Salusta. Wagwan. Drop your city. I'll shout you out. Don't mind me as I just start the message while we wait for the song of the day. Let me get the T-Tag message from the stash and break down the intention for today because it's actually deeper than rap, pun intended. So for today's Saturn Day self-love message for Holy Communion with Self to empower deeper intimacy, cultivating prosperous togetherness, you can only meet someone else as deep as you've met yourself. So unless you have taken the time to empower a deep intimacy with yourself by indulging in holy communion with yourself, do you listen to your body? Because that's actually why I'm super tardy today. I had to listen to my body. My body said, you need to rest. My body said, you've been broadcasting every day, nonstop, all year from 2 years ago. I mean, I took a couple breaks, but for the last few months, it's been every day. Since December or something. So it's almost a year straight, right? Every day, the daily self-love affirmations message. So in honor of the intention of today, which as usual, I pay attention to the planetary alignments to make sure that we are positioning ourselves properly. Hi, we got Russia in the house. Oh, I love that. Big up Russia in the building. You know, the Anchor Love crew is global, and I love that because it's kind of like we have a love network, making sure that the whole world is powered by love. You know how you got the power lines across the world? You know what I'm saying? Spreading electricity. Anchor Love crew placed all over is like that love network, connecting the dots and whatnot. Big up Johnny in the chat, running up my engagement on YouTube. We love that. Thanks, Monster Zero. Big up Monster Zero on TikTok. You know, if you're listening to me now, you can hear me clear, whether you're live or on the replay. The fact that you're right here puts you in the position to anchor love with me And that's my intention every day. I anchor love in the most magnanimous way, transmuting infidels, Decepticons, and heathens that would rather bring the fight that they are indulging in or running from, usually. When people just love to pick fights and arguments with others, it's because they're fighting themselves. They're running from the fight within, so they bring it to others on the outside. That's the next level of hurt people, hurt people. I like to say trolls need the most love. Ooh, our audio is back. Gratitude Monster Zero. I see you dropping them crowns on me. Appreciate you. Now here's Mortimer with the song of the day. Where would I be? 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 Ooh, where would I be? Woo! Big tune. All right, so right about this time, I usually turn the volume down and bring in the instrumentals. However, in the nature of Mercury retrograde being heavy AF and it didn't even start yet, I'm just gonna say that's the reason why I'm having technical difficulties today. Because honestly, I have no idea what's going on with my sound system right now. So let's get vibing and get the party started as we patiently hold out for the technology to catch up with us. Because what is a computer, right? But a device doing its best, a reflection of human nature as we create with our hands, reflecting the technology around us. And if you don't believe me, ask yourself where they got the technology for the microwave and why it resembles the exact way our stomach works. You definitely don't want to be in your tummy while anything is being digested. Just like you don't want to be microwaved thanks to radiation. And just like that, you see how when you just put a little extra love on it, everything starts flowing and vibing in the right way? Message. Yes. So, as we get into today's Saturn Day self-love message for Holy Communion with Self to empower deeper intimacy, cultivating prosperous togetherness. Remember, we're not talking about any dibby coming together of people standing on a corner. Togetherness is where like hearts and like minds shared intentions in the most empowering way. And since we already know that togetherness is powerful, we're going to dive into the way that we can facilitate a more prosperous togetherness by starting with the cultivating of Holy Communion with self. What does that mean? Allowing yourself to listen to your body, listen to your heart, allow yourself to actually tune in and recognize who you are without the world telling you who you are. Recognizing what you desire without the world telling you what to do. And in the name of the Anchor Love Crew, it's all about love. What is love without self-love? A holy communion with self to empower deeper intimacy with self. How many of us actually love ourselves with actions? Can you stand to look at yourself in the mirror? Can you stare yourself with your own into your own two eyes? As we guide ourselves into cultivating prosperous togetherness, remember, you are only as beneficial to the unit that you look to serve as much as you position yourself to be beneficial. If you want to give your best, you have to be at your best. And team low sleep and running 7 days without rest is not the way you do your best. Take it from me. Been there, done that. The longest I've stayed up without sleep is 102 hours without a nap. Workaholic vibes. That's another story for another time. The T-Tag message for today says, in all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. So if you're finding it hard to establish holy communion with yourself, start looking at yourself with marveling eyes of gratitude, recognizing that everything you've experienced to this point, you've dominated. Even if you feel like you didn't dominate it, you're alive. You're above ground. So all your experiences were a win, and a win is a win. So let's get into this mode that we're in right now. I got a lot of affirmations today. They were just like jumping out. We've got from the foundation deck, which is season 1 of the morning show. Season 1 affirmations today include being present. 1.3, smile with gratitude. Remember when I said look at yourself with gratitude and appreciation? You can't make this stuff up. Practice being present. As a super ambitious person, I totally understand the concept of moving the goalposts. Not even allowing yourself to marinate in the ambiance of the progress that you've already accomplished. Appreciating your journey, your resilience, your dedication, your determination. Being present 1.3 requests us to smile with gratitude. Being present 4.3 says hug a tree. And it's interesting because each topic only has 4 rounds. Each season has 4 rounds. In season 1 with 7 topics, each topic is discussed 7 times in each round. And wait, in season 1 with 7 topics. Yeah, each topic is discussed 3 times. Season 2, we have 3 topics, so each topic is discussed 7 times. So for us to have being present 4.3 here, it's giving a graduation type of mood because it's the final affirmation in the whole season for the topic being present, and it says hug a tree. For this topic in particular, I like to look at the trees as a symbol for our elders. If you want to understand how to communicate and cultivate a deeper intimacy for prosperous togetherness, maybe ask some elders around you that's been there, done that. Maybe ask some elders around you that didn't accomplish that and ask them what they did and learn from their mistakes. Either ways, we embrace the elders because just like the trees around us, they've stood there, seen it all, heard it all, and they're still here. So they have much to share. And there's something peaceful about actually physically hugging a tree. It calms us. Do your scientific research. You know, I don't trust the science. But if you do your research, you'll see that they made the announcement. Even being in close proximity to a tree is soothing to your mental health. We have another 4.3 affirmation. Wow. Manifestation 4.3, all in divine time. So let go of this patriarchal microwave society need for instant gratification, because Holy Communion with yourself, the destination is the journey. Appreciate each moment, which is why I think we got 2 being present affirmations here. Smile with gratitude and hug a tree. Smiling uplifts us. Gratitude definitely boosts us. So hugging a tree while doing that, I can only imagine. You know what? I'm going to get into the resonation affirmations and I'm going to get back to the rest of the foundation affirmations, because I'm looking right here at Inner Child 1.4. I fondly recall my youth. With Inner Child 2.1, I am eager and excited. Children are so fervent with the way that they're always excited. You ever had a child tell you to stop and look, and they show you something that they think is so epic, and you're just like, yay! Let's get into that vibe with ourselves where we can look past the pain of adulthood and remember that inner child deep inside that would get excited at the simplest thing, like the sound of the ice cream truck approaching, even though you know your parents probably not going to buy you any ice cream. Inner Child 1.4, I fondly recall my youth. With Inner Child 2.1, I am eager and excited. As we practice being present and smiling with gratitude, let us reflect on some things in our journey, not just our childhood, but in our entire journey that we fondly recall. You know, think of the good stuff, the good old days. We have Reveal and Heal 2.4. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. As I take my own advice in real time, I recognize why I pivoted to the resonation affirmations real quick. So let's get back to the foundation affirmations. With self-awareness 2.1, I find answers within. And manifestation 4.3, all in divine time. Being present positions you to establish a deeper sense of self-awareness. Slow down and observe yourself as you move around. And when you do that, add another layer to it and observe yourself observing yourself. Ask yourself, how do I feel about what I'm doing right now as I pay attention to what I'm doing right now? In that observer's perch, we establish clarity in self-awareness and we find answers within. Reveal and Heal 2.4, remember to breathe, because sometimes it's not easy to fondly recall. It's not easy to smile with gratitude. It's not easy to channel your thoughts. Mental transmutation 3.1. Mental transmutation is the art of choosing your thoughts on purpose, knowing full well that the quality of your thoughts dictate the quality of your life. And you have responsibility for your life because perspective is reality. So if we know for sure that the way you think dictates the way you speak and the way you make decisions and the way you move about the world, why would you not smile with gratitude and channel your thoughts in the direction where you're winning as opposed to complaining? You know, imagination is still alive and well in most adults. They just don't recognize it because they call it worrying. You're creating something with your mind that doesn't exist. And since your mind is so powerful, when you do that, you actually bring it into reality, whether through the decisions that you make or the fact that you can't see the forest for the trees because you're looking for the bee's knees or something like that. As you find answers within while establishing holy communion with self, remember that gratitude allows you to be compassionate with yourself. When you smile with gratitude as at the way you created a version of yourself to navigate the storm of life, you will no longer resent yourself for the mistakes you've made. Instead, you'll be grateful that you even made effort. Gratitude is the great transmuter. It positions us to see the silver lining in the cloud. It positions us to see that the argument over whether the glass is half full or empty is moot because you have a glass. You have eyes to see and a mouth to speak and argue. So smiling with gratitude while you channel your thoughts. When you're watching TV and you keep clicking, you don't blame anybody for what you're watching. You choose. So choose your thoughts as you channel your thoughts today to cultivate prosperous togetherness in every way. And now it's time for the bars. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I anchor love all dear. And please remember, me love ramp, but me not play. Yeah, I rep the Anchor Love crew. You know how we do. We exude gratitude every time we come through. And when we pull up, the whole place full up because the vibe I go lift up. Because we bring the vibe, we bring the love. Like the sun shining from above. It's inevitable. We're going to shine every day and throw love in the air. The Anchor Love crew way. Do you hear what me say? I mean, like a Care Bear, I might slay with one look. One steer, smiting infidels and heathens out of here. Infill trilly the trill Philly, they say. She made me feel this way. I didn't realize when Lisa Legs say she love ramp and she non-play, that she means every word, every verb. And I walk the walk before I talk it, because shut up and prove it's twice as smart when you clock it. That's the way I live if you didn't know, as I share myself and this learn and grow, this transparency in my flow. As you watch me glow, compare my visions from yesteryear, and you'll see that I really and truly have no fear. Guy now may fear none but God, because who are these infidels and Decepticons but part of my staff? You know, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And when I look around, I giggle with glee, because from near and far as the eyes can see, we're winning in this season that the Anchor Love crew is in. We're making sure that you're sure that you know that there's way more. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. And as I lisp a little, twist a little, my lips might miss. But guess what? I'm not here to diss. I'm not here to dismiss. I'm here to uplift and bring that upliftment as I illustrate and demonstrate the power of love with these affirmations. And these affirmations are love keys, and you know keys open doors. And from the ceilings to the floors, they're here like, give me some more. Isn't that what you came here for? As I come in, kicking in the door, waving this love key in the air for all eyes to see. As I smize with authority, in my own divine feminine authority, in my own divine authority, as I cultivate a holy harmony within me, as I listen to my body, knowing that as I continue to uplift me, I position me to do the best that I can and be the best I can be. Living my potential into reality, because why sleep through my dreams when I can live them? Two eyes closed, first eye open, they're way closer and I see them. I feel them, I smell them, and you know what's coming next. These Decepticons might get vexed because I don't cower in fear. Matter of fact, let our powers combine, because it's morphin' time. Care Bear, stare! And I guess you never know. LOVE with my flow. I anchor love in flow. And I take the path of least resistance. Call me that Bruce Lee vibe. Tao the lady, that's what I bring. HAUTE, as you can see. I rep the art of the lady. And that's why I stay with my lace gloves on. Yes, from my city I put on. I put on for my country. Matter of fact, I put on for the whole world. Big up all the earthlings as I twirl. And deep down, I'm still that little girl. Smiling, profiling, knowing that this is just a test. And so I will do my best to be the best that I can be. Creating the love that I want to see. Creating the change that I want to see. Fulfillingly. No tease. And it might look like I do it with ease. Because all roads lead to art of healing. Gratitude.